I'd like to thank everybody for watching my first video. This is my first time doing any sort of challenge playthrough on any of my favorite games, but I thought I would record it and make a video. It might seem a little scripted because I've been writing a script as I go, and you can obviously tell that my audio recordings are also varied to some extent because I've been recording them as I go as well. This is definitely a different style to the type of videos I would normally make or would normally want to make, but I thought I'd give it a try because it makes it a little bit easier for me than having to go through an entire game and look over 60 hours of footage. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to change, or I'm also kind of lazy.
The problem with continuing the challenge is that I ended up continuing to play that challenge, and then I deleted all the footage because I didn't want to edit it. I didn't beat it, gave up, but I got pretty far, so I essentially had to start all over again. Now, I was going to start from one of my regular startup files that starts in the sewers, and with none of my characters having their jobs picked, but I ended up finding this save file, which turns out is actually an earlier save from the challenge. So hold on a second. This is Vaughn. Okay, Vaughn's gonna kill himself.
I knew it, Vaughn.
So this is actually the game from before. And Vaughn's,
You mean the original game?
This is a save file from my original Fran Ball 3. I don't know how it got separate, but it did. Now I have to do a little catch-up work in order to continue with the challenge. Not only do I have to kill all the same bosses and enemies as before, but I have to get a few items, one of which is a rare drop, like a really rare drop, because I got it on my last playthrough. So now I have to get the Mage's Habit, which is a 1% drop rate from battery mimics, and battery mimics don't respawn. So I farmed the regular item mimics prior to the last area where there's 3 battery mimics, and I got a tier 4 kill chain, which increases the drop rate from 1% to 7%. But I found out that when you reload your autosave, it resets your kill chain. So I went back to a 1% after farming them once. Just fucking fantastic. So I spent 30 minutes killing them over and over again, loading my autosave before I finally got it. And then I randomly spent 15 minutes trying to steal the rainbow egg from the Neckbet.
The gods are toying with us.
How right you are, Fran. So now this is the easiest part. It's just going through and re-killing all the creatures I've already killed before and actually using the high potions and the Wraith. That was nice. Most of them are just like one-shot kills. Super easy. As far as the Cluckatrice, it's pretty much the exact same strategy. I had to go and farm for the golden needles, but otherwise, pretty much the same thing. Really easy. Didn't really have to think about it too much. And we're off to start the beginning of the next episode. How exciting. And we're off to Bhujerba. Woohoo. Go us. Bhujerba's not a lot's going on here. Vaughn gives us away because he's just such a great guy. Look at him. Look at that smile. How do you say no to that smile? Right, guys? So now I take the time to upgrade some of my equipment, buy some new weapons, buy some new spells, and then I take the time to walk all the way over to the Lusu Mines. After entering the Lusu Mines, I immediately begin farming spell motes. There are 2 arrow motes, 1 dark mote, and 1 aquara mote. Both the arrow motes and the aquara motes will be useful to me in the immediate future, so I take advantage of the respawning items and farm them by zoning at the nearby door. I then take 5 or so minutes farming Skeleton Bridge for EXP, LP, and item drops, which I can sell for money. I change out my gambits and prepare for the mini-boss coming up. This mini-boss is normally fairly difficult if you come unprepared, as they outnumber you and all start with Protect. But if you have a character with high magic ability, use an Aquara mode on them when they're all bunched up, you can take them out fairly quickly. The last one left standing is always Begamnon, and he is easy to overpower without his friends.
So Vaughn really is all right. I didn't think I'd ever get to see him again.
You won't. He died.
You will join him soon.
Oh shit. After discovering the whereabouts of Larsa's next victim, I return to Lusu Mines and open the gate. I'm here because I have 2 new hunts I'd like to clear up the list before progressing the story, so let's get started. First off is Nidhogg, who I immediately swap my gambits around to deal with. Nidhogg is susceptible to blind and slow, so it's the first thing I try to apply to them.
I then cast Lure on Fran, as she has a much higher physical defense thanks to Mage's Habit I farmed earlier. Nidhogg is also weak to fire, so I just leave Fran casting it on repeat, and the big snake goes down in a short amount of time. Next up is Carbo the Pet Rocktoys, and this guy is usually a heavy hitter. Before engaging, I take the time to kill a few skeleton spawns around the arena, as they can get annoying if they spawn in the middle of a fight. My first spell cast on Carbo is Immobilize. This spell is crucial for dealing with Carbo, as his every attack deals either a quarter or a half of my HP, even with Protect on. I then manually control his target of attack to stand out of melee range so that Carbo can't deal any damage to my team. I blind and slow him afterwards for an extra measure, and also cast Lure on Fran since she is always casting from range. Once he is neutered, I set my Fran's Gambit so she begins casting only with arrow motes to deal big damage. I also have her equipped with the Cherry Staff, which increases air damage, so she really hits hard. Afterwards, it doesn't take long for my magic cannon named Fran to take down the Rocktoys. Afterwards, I go and collect my rewards, and I call it a day. The video is a bit shorter than I anticipated, but I'm extremely lazy. I will be working on the next video soon, and hopefully it'll be out before another 3 years passes. But we'll see, thanks for watching if you did. There is a first part to this video somewhere in like my videos from 3 years ago, so if you want to go watch that, feel free to. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that cute little Moogle.